Okay, so this time we will discuss about the logical operators and truth table, okay? So, let's have the following, okay? So, let me discuss you first the logical operators. So, basically, uh, there are five logical operators actually. And the first one is called the number one is called conjunction, okay? Conjunction. Okay? So, it is represented by this symbol, and. Okay? Conjunction. So, it representation by and. Then, the second one is you also have disjunction. Okay? Disjunction. So, it is also represented by the word or. Okay? Let's have number 3. So, we also have the exclusive or. So, the exclusive or. Exclusive or. Okay? Then, we also have number 4. The implication or implies. So, implication or implies. Then, let's have number 5. You also have the biconditional. Okay? The biconditional. And the last part is the negation. Okay, negation. The negation part. Okay? So, let's have the first part. The truth table. Okay? This time, we will also fill in all the values of the truth table. Okay? For the truth table. So, let's have we will represent 1 as true and we will represent 0 as false. Okay? So, let's have letter P. 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay. So, that's the first part. Then, we also have the second part, which is the Q. 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay? So, let's have this. For the first part, you also have the conjunction. Okay? For the conjunction, you also have at least one statement is true in order to have a value of 1 or true. Okay? One statement is true. At least one statement is true. One statement is true. One statement is true. One statement is true. You don't have. Okay. For the second part, you also have the conjunction. Okay. The conjunction meaning both statements are true. In order to have a true value for this, both statements are true. Okay. Both statements are true. True. Okay. The second, both statements are true. 1 is 0, so therefore this will be 0 or false. Both statements are true? No. Both statements are true? No, 0. Okay. Let's have the third part, which is the exclusive or. Okay. For the exclusive or, at least at one statement is true and another part is false. Okay. So a pair of true and false statement. Okay. So a pair of true statements, this will be false. A pair of true and false statements, that will be true. A pair of true and false statements, that will be true. And for the last part, which is both 0 or both false, are false. Okay. Let's have the implication part. Okay. For the implication part, okay, when is the time that you're going to have a value of false? Okay. Remember, if you have your P as your premise, and you also have an antecedent or conclusion is false, and that's the time you will have a value of false under the implication. Okay? So, let's go with the remaining. If you have your statement is true and you also have the statement is true for your Q or the conclusion, it will give you a true. Okay? For the second part, you also have a premise is true and a conclusion is false, it will give you a value of false. And for the third part, you also have a premise of false and you also have a conclusion of true. Therefore, you will have a value of true and both false. It will give you a statement of true under the implication. Okay. Then let's have the last part, which is the biconditional. Okay. So remember, when will be the time that the value for the biconditional will become true or false. Okay. If your both statements have equal or the same, then the truth value for the biconditional is true. So let's have this. Both statements are true is true. Are they both statements are true? False. Both statements are the same? False. Both statements are the same? True. Okay. So this time, this will be the first part for the truth table.